and welcome to another video. So I'm Annika from Event Partners, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Pavlova roulade. So a meringue roulade with lots of cream and fresh fruit. And it's a real showstopper of a dessert and really popular during the summer months here in Ireland. But it's actually really easy, and I want to show you how easy it actually is. Why have I chosen this dessert? Because my really fondest memory is bringing a group to the Orchard Centre. And again, we're revisiting the Garden of Ireland, which is County Wicklow. The Orchard Centre is a farm where Joe and his family live, and his Bailey's ladies. So you might ask, who are the Bailey's ladies? And they are the dairy cows that produce the milk that then becomes the cream for Irish Bailey's, the original. So often we would bring groups to the Orchard Centre or the Bailey's farm, and the first thing once you step off the coach is you're being greeted by the beautiful, kind Louisa and Joe himself, and they will tell you a little bit about the farm and the background, and then you would have a lot of fun. So you'd be involved in the Irish Olympics, you get to meet the Bailey's ladies. And then when you've really built up a great appetite, you're being brought into the gorgeous barn where you'll be presented with the most amazing barbecue. And when all of that is over, they will bring out the Pavlova roulades, which everybody's delighted about. And even if they felt they couldn't eat dessert, everybody will eat a slice of the beautiful Pavlova. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. So what we're doing is we need a really clean, dry bowl. So I've used this bowl here, and I've just put a tiniest pinch of salt in, because to me it just dries up any little drops of water or moisture that might have been in the bowl before. Okay, and then it's important that the eggs are separated from the yolk. So the yolk has to be separated from the white. And I use a cup for this because if I did it directly in the bowl, it could be that I get a drop of the yolk in here, and then it would be ruined and I would have to chuck it away. So what I'll do is I'll use a cup. I put my egg white in here, and then my yolk in another bowl, and that I'm going to use for Sunday breakfast today. I'm going to make scrambled egg on Irish brown soda bread. Anyway, let me start. So I'm using 4 eggs. So these ones I got from our own hens, but it took a couple of days to get these. So 4 egg whites, I'm going to start like this. So we've got our lovely yolks here and our egg whites in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my caster sugar. So in total you will need 225 grams of caster sugar, but I'm only putting half of it in now. And I'm going to ask my assistant Oscar to put this into my baking machine or to my mixer, because I will spare you the noise of it. But while it's mixing, you're going to gradually pour the rest of the caster sugar in. If you have a handheld mixer, no problem at all, just pour a small bit of the caster sugar in, and then you'll have to mix it for about 4 minutes. I know it's quite a long time, but it is the most tedious process of the whole thing, and then that's the hard work done. And so I'm going to ask Oscar to just put that into the, thank you very much Oscar, to the baking machine. I'll take my caster sugar with me, and then I'm going to be right back to you. Okay, so when you are finished mixing this, this is what it should look like. So really silky and smooth and shiny, and that's what it looks like. But we have to do the ultimate meringue test. So you can use any volunteer from your household. You can use your partner, your housemate, or even a pet. But in this instance, I'm going to get my lovely assistant Oscar to come over for the meringue test. So come over here. Perfect. And we're going to tilt the bowl over his head to see that nothing comes out. Okay, that's worked. Phew. Okay, thanks Oscar. Okay, so that means the meringue is completely fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our corn flour into the mixture now, like that, and a small bit of white wine vinegar. Okay, so just a few drops of it, and that's just to give it that really nice and chewy texture afterwards. So I want to fold it in. So I don't want to over whip it, because otherwise we're going to destroy the nice volume of this meringue. Okay, so that looks really good. So I don't want to over stirred it also just a small little bit, like that. Really good. Now we're just going to have to spread the meringue mixture onto this baking tray. Another little tip for you, so we don't want the paper to move when we're putting the sticky meringue mixture on this. So I've put a small bit of oil underneath the baking paper just so that the paper actually stays put. So I'm going to pour my meringue mixture onto this tray. Now, perfect. Oscar, would you mind putting that over to the kitchen? Thank you very much. Thank you. And then I'm just going to slightly spread this mixture out. My oven is at a temperature of 140 degrees at the moment, and that is a fan oven. If you have a conventional oven, 160 degrees should be fine, but 140 is quite a low heat, so we're going to put this meringue in for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Now, okay, perfect. So this is what it looks like now, spread out onto the baking tray. And I'm going to get my lovely assistant Oscar to put this into the oven for me. And we'll be back to you with how to fold the Pavlova in just a few moments. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. After 1 hour and 10 minutes, you just let it cool a little bit. This is one I prepared earlier. So I'm going to get to the fun part now. And I've whipped up some really nice Irish cream here. And I'm going to just put it onto my Pavlova base here. And you can be as generous with the cream as you like, but just leave a little bit for the decoration afterwards when you've made the roulade. So let me just spread this on. Perfect. And now you can be as creative as you like with your fruits. I really like to use a lot of nice fresh summer berries. What's important here is that if you've washed your fruit, you should just dab it dry, which I have, because what you don't want happening is you don't want a weeping meringue. So it just means that it doesn't look pretty because all the colours run out. So what you want is to just dab it dry, and then you just add as many fruits as you want onto this base. So strawberries, beautiful raspberries, which you can then also get in Wicklow during the summer months, and then just leave a small bit for a decoration afterwards. And this going to be perfect. Now, this is the tricky part, is to roll the Pavlova. But what I want to say to you is you don't have to worry at all, because any cracks, and mine won't be perfect either, is any cracks you can then later on fix with a bit of cream. So we're just going to try and fold this if we can. Now, this won't be easy. So just use the parchment paper. Now, this is what it looks like without the cream. It's okay, it's not perfect, but what we're doing is we're going to put the cream on just to fill all the cracks. But I actually quite like the cracks as well at the top of it. I think it makes it look so much tastier. Now, just like this, and it would impress anybody really, because it looks a lot more impressive, and it's not that difficult to make. There you go, something like this. And we'll just put some raspberries on, and if you want you can dust a bit of icing sugar on it at the end. Great, perfect, there you go. Okay, so this is the finished result. This is the Pavlova roulade. And I want to say a toast to all of you as a thanks for listening and for watching this video, and of course to Joe, Louisa and the beautiful Bailey's ladies. So I'm just going to have my Bailey's here until you can visit Joe and the ladies yourself. So we say sláinte and we raise a glass to the Orchard Centre and to all of you, sláinte. Enjoy the baking, good luck. Any pictures of your favourite Orchard Centre memory or Pavlova making are most welcome. Please don't forget the hashtag EPI remembers when. Goodbye.